Tidbits from TNT, Monday morning, February 17, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Tishwash. Al-Sudani enhances Iraq's international standing in Munich and Prague. The Iraqi political and diplomatic arena witnessed remarkable activity through the participation of Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani in the Munich Security Forum, and his visit to the Czech capital, Prague, where important agreements were signed with his Czech counterpart. Parliamentarians and observers believe that these steps reflect Iraq's policy of strengthening diplomatic relations and security and economic cooperation at the regional and international levels. Munich Security. A presence that reflects Iraq's international weight. Member of the Parliamentary Security and Defense Committee, Jawad al-Balani, stressed that al-Sudani's participation in the Munich Security Conference reflects the growing importance of Iraq in combating terrorism and combating organized crime, which enhances its position as a tough international figure in this field. He explained that the conference is a vital platform for exchanging intelligence information and establishing security and military partnerships, in addition to being an opportunity to showcase Iraq's combat capabilities and compare them with international forces. Al-Balani pointed out that Iraq seeks to develop its security services through the use of the latest technologies, which reflects its orientation towards building advanced armed forces capable of protecting its borders and confronting security challenges. Strengthening security and international partnerships. For his part, security expert Fathul Abu Raghif pointed out that al-Sudani's visit to Germany and his meeting with the commander of NATO forces reflects Iraq's orientation towards establishing the foundations of security and peace in cooperation with friendly countries, especially in light of the withdrawal of American advisors and international coalition forces during the current year. Abu Raghif explained that Iraq has now taken an advanced position in the field of exchanging intelligence information with European and Western countries, which enhances international security and thwarts attempts by terrorist organizations to carry out attacks in those countries. Visit Prague. Strategic partnerships and economic prospects. Al-Sudani's participation in the Munich Forum coincided with his visit to the capital, Prague, where he signed strategic agreements with the Czech government to enhance bilateral cooperation in the fields of economy, security and culture. Independent politician Dr. Aid al-Hilali considered that these agreements represent a strong desire on the part of Iraq to strengthen its international partnerships, which contributes to supporting the national economy and developing security capabilities through the exchange of expertise and technology. Al-Hilali also pointed out that Iraq benefits from the experiences of European countries in the fields of security and defense, which enhances its capabilities in facing security and regional challenges. 0. Iraq's role in regional stability. During his participation in the Munich Forum, al-Sudani discussed regional and international security issues, including counterterrorism, border security, and human rights. Observers stressed that Iraq plays a pivotal role in the stability of the Middle East region, and that its active presence in such forums enhances its international standing and gains it greater support to confront security and economic challenges, attracting investments and boosting the economy. On the other hand, political analyst Dr. Talib Muhammad Karim believed that al-Sudani's visit to Prague and his participation in the Munich Forum reflect the Iraqi government's orientation towards attracting foreign investments, especially in the infrastructure and energy sectors. He explained that these visits open new horizons for economic cooperation and enhance Iraq's position as an active party in the international arena. Balanced Iraqi policy towards stronger relations. Al-Sudani's recent visits show a clear trend towards strengthening Iraq's international standing. By adopting a balanced diplomatic policy based on strategic partnerships and security and economic cooperation, it seems that the Iraqi government seeks to exploit these opportunities to enhance the country's stability and achieve sustainable economic growth. With these steps, Iraq is affirming its growing regional and international role, paving the way for more international partnerships and economic opportunities in the near future. Tishwash. Nechirvan Barzani reveals the content of his meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State in Munich. The president of the Kurdistan region, Nechirvan Barzani, revealed the contents of the meeting that brought him together with the new U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. On the sidelines of participating in the Munich Security and Peace Conference, indicating that Iraq confirmed its position of its desire to play an active role in ensuring the security and stability of the region, as well as discussing files related to Syria. This is the first meeting between Netcharvan Barzani and the foreign policy official in the Donald Trump administration in his second term as U.S. president, and he is the only Iraqi official who met with him at the summit. Netcharvan Barzani said in a press conference held today, Sunday, from Munich, "We held a good meeting with the American minister. As you know, he started his work a short time ago, and we talked about common files between Iraq and America." He added, "We stressed that Iraq wants to be an effective factor in achieving security and stability in the region, and its readiness to enhance cooperation to achieve security and stability. Syria was the focus of all the meetings we held, and we discussed the developments taking place there," he said, explaining the Kurdistan region's position on the changes taking place in the neighboring country, saying, "As everyone knows, the ongoing transformation in Syria is a source of joy and welcome," adding, "We hope that the transitional Syrian government will be able to involve all components in the new political process," adding, "We hope that the transitional Syrian government will be able to involve all components in the new political process. The Kurdistan region hopes that security and stability will prevail in Syria and that the Syrians will enjoy a good life." He added, "We hope that Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa will be able to achieve security and stability and meet all the demands and aspirations of the Syrians." According to Netcharvan Barzani, the terrorism file and the fight against ISIS were a major focus of his discussions with the American official and all the officials he met at the World Summit in Germany. He stressed that, "We still see ISIS as a threat to the Kurdistan region, Iraq and even Syria. And we praised the support provided by the international coalition forces in fighting this organization and requested its continuation." Netcharvan Barzani praised the political and security situation inside Iraq, stressing that the Iraqi government has made significant progress in this regard, as it was able to overcome major threats. Noting that, "The biggest problem facing the government at the present time is the problem of traffic and traffic congestion," referring to the restoration of security. Netcharvan Barzani had stated in a blog post on his official account on the X website, after the meeting that brought him together with the American official on Saturday. "Secretary of State Marco Rubio and I affirmed the strong partnership between the United States and the Kurdistan region of Iraq. We discussed ways to enhance our cooperation and deepen our shared commitment to regional stability and security," adding, "I thanked the Secretary for his continued support." Tishwash. Iraq and Germany discuss enhancing bilateral cooperation and consolidating economic partnership between the two countries. The Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Bilateral Relations, Mohammed Hussein Mohammed Bar al-Ulum, discussed with the German ambassador, Christiane Hohmann, enhancing bilateral cooperation and consolidating the economic partnership between the two countries. A statement by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that Bar al-Ulum received the German ambassador at the ministry's headquarters, and the two sides discussed ways to enhance cooperation between Iraq and Germany, stressing the importance of consolidating the economic partnership and increasing the volume of trade exchange. In addition to intensifying mutual visits and activating existing bilateral agreements to achieve the common interests of the two friendly countries. Quote, "The Undersecretary welcomed, according to the statement, the work of German companies in Iraq, praising the role of Bayer Chemical Industries, stressing the great potential that Germany can contribute to supporting Iraq's efforts to rehabilitate the infrastructure, especially within the framework of the Development Road project." He pointed to the ongoing efforts to facilitate the work of German development agencies in Iraq, calling at the same time to cancel travel warnings to Iraq, which contributes to strengthening bilateral relations. For her part, the German ambassador expressed her appreciation for the level of ongoing cooperation between the two countries, praising the developments witnessed by Iraq in various fields, which reflect the efforts of the Iraqi government to enhance stability and development. Quote, Christiane Hohmann also welcomed the measures taken by Iraqi diplomatic missions abroad, especially with regard to providing facilities to Iraqi communities by activating the system for issuing a ND printing passports and the Unified National Card, stressing her country's commitment to continuing cooperation and coordination with Iraq in a way that serves common interests. In the context of regional developments, the Foreign Undersecretary reviewed the Iraqi government's approach to dealing with current challenges, stressing the importance of adopting dialogue to spare the region the repercussions of regional tensions. Quote, Bahr al-Ulam also discussed, according to the statement, the developments in Syria, stressing the need to respect the will of the Syrian people in determining their political future. Warning of the escalation of the activity of the terrorist organization ISIS, which calls for intensifying regional and international cooperation to confront this common threat. At the end of the meeting, the two sides stressed the importance of intensifying diplomatic efforts to reduce regional tensions, enhance humanitarian and relief support, coordinate joint efforts in combating terrorism, and work to support a political path in Syria that ensures respect for human rights and reflects societal diversity. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com